Hello, this is Michael Godfrey, the principal of Tmac, with some basic information for you that will, I hope, enable you to better evaluate the Tmac opportunity. We have gathered for that purpose some technical and historical facts that are relevant to what the company is undertaking and has undertaken. One of the things I would like to make note of is that technology obviously has advanced more in the last 50 years than in the 5,000 years prior to the beginning probably of the Second World War. Today, for example, we use restaurant fry oil as fuel for cars. We drink water from the ocean, we turn wind into electricity, and oil is extracted from sand and shale at significant profits. Many of us can remember when these things were mere science fiction. Now we live by them every day. Don't forget, 20 years ago, the words iPod, iPhone, iPad, Kindle, Facebook, Google, Prius, Groupon, eBay, TiVo, and Amazon had no meaning whatsoever. Technology continually changes everything. Now let's take a look at some American history, which I think you might find enlightening. 1850s was the USA gold rush. Less well known was in 1850 the USA experienced the copper rush. USA was the world leader in copper mining throughout the 19th century, and these copper mines produced millions of tons of ore. Refining was done at the mining sites. Why was that, you may ask? There was no mass transportation is the answer. The Continental Railroad was not finished until 1869. Prior to then, transit was done by horse and wagons or mule and wagons. With no mass transit, it was far too costly to transport ore. Old-time on-site refining was ugly, dirty, smelly, and extremely primitive technology by modern standards. The material left behind after old-time primitive refining we call ancient slag. Take a look at it. Beautiful, isn't it? And note, of course, how much there is of it. But forget the superficial look. What lies inside some of these ugly piles is truly remarkable. This is the Tmac finding. Certain types of ancient slag contain valuable precious metals, including silver, gold, and the platinum group metals, ruthenium, rhodium, palladium, osmium, iridium, and platinum. These are the metals of the 21st century. How much valuable precious metals, you may ask? Our engineer reports the particular type of ancient slag Tmac has identified and placed under contract is projected to contain commercially valuable concentrations of precious metal. Analysis of sample amounts of Tmac ancient slag as of October 2011 show that the materials are projected to contain somewhere between 20 and 40 ounces of precious metals per ton. These amounts represent huge projected profits at Tmac bulk purchase pricing. This is detailed in our October 2011 report. So here is what we have. 1. Particular types of ancient slag contain very valuable precious metals. 2. Tmac has searched for and located old mining areas in the northwestern United States and western Canada, where this particular type of ancient slag is present. 3. Tmac has procured long-term ownership concessions for the particular ancient slag that contain the precious metals in these areas. 4. We understand that in the 1850s, most of the world did not even know of the existence of PGMs. 5. We know that there was no commercial application for PGMs until the beginning of the 20th century. And 6. Therefore, almost nobody gave a damn about them and didn't even look for them or test for them while refining the copper in those early days. And 7, it is also true that primitive technology prevented the efficient extraction of gold and silver, as well as any PGMs from the particular type of oxide slag that Tmac has identified. In addition, the mining industry culture today has not focused their attention on extraction from oxides, which is what the slag consists of. Along with an engineering team, Tmac is perfecting the technology to extract this very valuable material from what was left behind, the waste slag from 100-year-old mining techniques. It's not that much of a stretch. We've applied technological innovation to material that was left behind. Just like old frying oil powers cars and the wind and the sun makes electricity in our high-tech world. In the context of new knowledge, that is to say the history of US mining and the waste products of refining that were left laying around, and new technology of today, which has impacted all of our lives, this actually makes a lot of sense. Tmac simply applied some new knowledge and new technology to this particular industry by researching old mining areas and enhancing old refining methodology. The same kind of new knowledge and new technology creates several potential exit strategies for the bulk purchaser. The Tmac proof of concept report validates that sample melts of the Tmac ancient slag contain projected profitable amounts of precious metals and should result in significant profits for those who choose to purchase now. So not only have we tested and proved projected profitable amounts of gold and silver in our slag, but we have projected extraordinarily profitable amounts of the PGMs, the platinum group metals, which, as I mentioned earlier, are indeed the metal of the 21st century. Today, the PGMs, which were once overlooked, are very rare. They are ruthenium, rhodium, palladium, iridium, platinum, and osmium. In 2011, they are extremely valuable. They are used in cell phones, computer screens, fuel cells, compact batteries, medical procedures, and catalytic converters. They are urgently required now and will be needed even more so in the future as modern technology develops. All of this presents a unique opportunity for you to own precious metals at deep discounts to market prices. How can you take advantage of the only way to own precious metals at these deep discounts to market prices? Prices, incidentally, that continue to escalate across the spectrum. Now you can buy precious metals in bulk while in an unrefined state. Buy them within ancient slag that is known to contain precious metals from the only group that has sourced, found, contracted for, tested, and projected the value of a particular type of ancient slag. From the only group who will sell unrefined metals to you in discrete, consumer-friendly bulk units of 100 tons at $500 per ton. In the past, this type of opportunity was only available to multimillionaires or giant corporations because purchases of bulk mining materials required multi-million-dollar minimums. Now you can participate by working with Tmac to add precious metals to your overall financial strategy in a completely different way by buying them in an unrefined state. Here is a suggested game plan for your evaluation of the Tmac opportunity. 1. Work with your representative to get all the specific information you need to make the right decision for you and your family. 2. Make sure you review the website. Look over all the available data and materials we have prepared for you. 3. Write down all your questions and make sure your representative gets you satisfactory answers. We believe we have developed a unique opportunity to apply new knowledge and new tools in the form of technology to an existing industry. And we are offering individuals like you the chance to participate with us in an exciting prospect that is congruent with what is happening across the financial board in this early part of the 21st century. Our goal with this presentation, as well as with all the other materials we have put together, is to supply you with the information you require to decide whether participating with us makes sense for you. Please give us your feedback. Let us know how this has helped you, what other information you might need. Let your representative know, and we will be happy to respond as we move forward seeking to improve our efforts at Tmac to make the future work for you. Remember, own the process, own the product.